think about your everyday life, the flowers on the table, sports anthem you heard at a game recently, maybe even the colors of your flag. I'm going to show you by the end of this video that these everyday symbols trace all the way back to the Netherlands. Hi, I'm Wendy and welcome back to Enjoying the Journey. And if you're new here, I'm an American expat living here in the Netherlands. And today's video is going to be all about 5 influences that can be traced back to the Netherlands. Let's talk about that bouquet of roses that you have sitting at home. Chances are those came here from the Netherlands. The Dutch are the largest exporter of cut flowers, controlling over 40% of global trade. So whether you're in New York buying roses or in Tokyo buying tulips, chances are those fresh cut flowers that you see came here from the Netherlands. The second influence that you probably haven't thought about is the flexible fire hose. Back in the 1600s, a Dutch inventor created this flexible fire hose because before then, firefighters were not able to go inside of a burning structure to put out the fire. They literally just had to stand outside. So whether a fire truck is rolling up in Sydney or in London, you have to thank the Dutch for this influence. Today, every country has a national anthem, but that wasn't always the case. Back in the 1500s, the Dutch were the first to write a national anthem, and it's still the oldest one in use today. They did this because they were fighting for their independence and they wanted to create something that really unified the country. And since then, a lot of countries have followed suit. From the Star Spangled Banner to God Save the King. The next time you hear the national anthem in your country, just remember it can be traced back to the Dutch. In a similar vein, did you know the most common color combo for flags is red, white, and blue? And yes, this can be traced back to the Dutch. In their struggle for independence, they used these 3 colors to create their national flag. And other countries like Russia, France, and the United States followed suit when they created their flag. So the next time that you're at a sporting event or the Olympics waving your flag, you have to thank the Dutch for being the ones to create, I would call it a national symbol of identity that also reflected in freedom, because that's the reason why they created the flag. And the 5th one is kind of unique, and I'll be honest, I never really noticed this until I moved here to the Netherlands. So check this picture out on screen. Do you notice anything different? Now check this picture out on screen. In many countries, power lines are still overhead, and the Dutch society we all know are constantly facing strong winds and floods, and they have perfected putting low and medium voltage lines underground. As climate change is creating even more violent storms, a lot of countries around the world are looking at the Dutch model as a way to fix their infrastructure, and maybe they start to bury a lot of these power lines. So when a storm does happen, people are not left without power for a long time. There you have it. 5 kind of just normal, unique things that you probably never realized that could be traced back here to the Netherlands. So tell me in the comments, which one surprised you the most? If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, especially if you like content about life, culture, and travel in the Netherlands and beyond. But whatever you do, keep enjoying the journey. Bye-bye.